What's up, guys? Tony here, hanging out with you from learnautobodyandpaint.com. And give me some quick feedback. Let me know if you guys can hear me, see me. Comment down below. Let me know if you're a brand newbie tuning in for the first time. um, we're going to be talking about sandpaper grits today super quickly. I do have in-depth video on everything I'm talking about today, but I just wanted to go live because the live way, we could do Q&A. And that's the point of the lives, is to help you with Q&A. Yo, what's up, TC? Can you guys just give me some quick feedback? Let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. Just give a thumbs up or say yes super quickly. Loud and clear. Awesome. Sweet. What's up, TC VIP? So if you guys, we're going to be doing these pretty much every day during the week. I want to try to get back into this for you guys. I've been traveling a lot, and it's just been pretty hectic, but I'm still here, alive and well, and I'm doing I still do auto body. I have a couple of projects coming up, but I just wanted to connect with you guys. What's up, Dan Swansky? Haven't seen you in a while. Ken McAllister, what's up? Hope everyone's doing well. So I'm going to quickly talk about sandpaper grits, and then we'll do some auto body Q&A for whatever projects you guys are working on, any kind of questions you got. This is your time. So we have a spoiler here. So like I said, I have a full detailed video with the spray guns, everything, not spray guns, sandpapers, and showing you everything. But I kind of wanted to go over the most common and most used sandpapers when it comes to auto body, okay? And what types of sandpaper you should be using during what stage of the process. What's your blending, melting in area sanded, prepped out at? About 1,500. So like I'll do all my body work, and then the area where I'm going to blend, I'll just scuff it with 1,500 grit, because you can blend the clear coat in there with your reducer or blender. And then at the very end, you could just give it a light scuff again with 1,500 and buff it out. Anything with around 1,500, and we're going to be talking about buffing as well. So, so that's pretty much it. So I'm going to kind of get this closer here, and let's just cover this quick. Okay, so your main heavy duty body work and shaping. Okay, we're going to be using 40 to 80 grit. It's hard to do this with a video showing. Hold on. Okay, so basically 40 to 80 grit. Okay, that's your rough shaping. I barely use 40 unless you're cutting a lot of body filler, you're doing some really custom stuff, then you're going to be using 40. But mainly, my main go-to shaping for body filler is 80 grit. Okay, after your shaping is done, your main shaping, you got all the high areas down, then you move to about 100 to 150. I like to go from 80 straight to 150. You get it down pretty much to where you need it. And then if you look up here, that's pretty much where you're going to be doing your 2K filler primer. So you could fill over actually 100, but I like to go 150. You could even get down into the 180 range. If you have 180 sandpaper, you want to go that low. That you could even go 240, 280, anywhere in this range here. It's a little hard. Is basically primer. But for me, I go 80, 150, prime. Okay, 2K filler primer, you get everything down. Okay, and then we move into, God, this spoiler's heavy, bro. And then, okay, maybe we go this way. Okay, this is probably easier. Okay, yeah, this is much easier for me. Okay, I'll just hold it like this. Guys, give me some quick feedback. Is this good so far? Like I said, I have detailed video of this, but this is live Q&A because I want to answer your questions. So, okay, prime. So before paint, you want to get that primer down. So if you see 320 to 380, you could paint single stage over 320 grit sanded to 380 grit. Okay, single stage is a thicker paint, single stage. It has your clear coat mixed in it. It's all one type. You basically paint over it. I like to finish all of my sanding before paint with 400 grit. This is the best grit that you want. It has enough tooth grit to be able to stick any paint on, okay? And you're good, you're solid. 4 to 600 is what I normally say on all my videos. I've been teaching this since freaking 2011, right? So 4 to 600, because as you're using your 400 grit sandpaper, it's going to wear down and it turns into like 500, 600. So you're good around this area for base coat, clear coat. I even sand for if I'm doing single stage, I'll even get it down to 400. Okay, so 400 is kind of where you want to be. Flow coating is basically after you clear coat, right? You want to sand it down and do more clear coat. You're going to sand it down with 800 to 1000. I normally finish with 800. So if I do a base coat clear coat job and I want to put 2 more coats of clear on it, I'll let that dry for about a week. You know, if you're not in a rush, a week or 2, you just let it dry and cure hard. And then you could sand it down with 800 grit, get it nice and flat, and then you flow coat it with 2 more coats of clear. So so this is basically cutting clear coat. Okay, so you're done with your clear coat and you want to cut it down and get it flat. So on the extreme edge, if you want, you can use 800 grit to cut down. If you have super orange peely clear coat, you can use 800. But I usually go with 1200. Okay, use 1200 to cut it down, and then you get into the 1500 all colors, and then you buff. So once you get to this area here, it's pretty much just buffing. And then if we go here, if you have darker colors and you want to make sure you don't have any sand scratches and all that, you can get into the 25 to 35. I pretty much don't use 3500. This is like the extreme. You want to go super fine and buff it out, you go to 3500. But for me, 1500, 2000, all colors, you're good. You could even do this with black. 2000 is pretty much where you want to be at. If you want to go a little more finer and get a little bit more aggressive, you can go to 2500, but this is overkill. 35 is overkill. Okay. You could color sand and buff, come out beautifully with no imperfections with 2000 grit. So I like to go 1200 if we have some paint texture, jump to 15 and then wash it down with 2000, then you're ready for buffing. And that's pretty much it. So this is pretty much your auto body sandpaper grit flow. And I have more detailed videos, especially in VIP, that kind of show you everything in detail. And I show you the sandpapers as well. So just overall, guys, as a refresher, hope this helped. Let me know if you guys like it, like the video, make sure you're subscribed, and pretty much it. So we'll do a little bit of Q&A for now for all you guys on here. Let's see here. TC, did I answer your question? Did you need more assistance with that? Or are you good? Where does plastic heading light start? What does that mean? I'm kind of confused, bro. Like, I'm not sure what you're asking there. So yeah, that's a quick refresher on sandpapers. If you guys have any recommendations for new topics moving forward during the week, let me know. Just type them in the chat. The more you guys can type here, the more I can kind of grab info for the next streams. And I don't know, I want to do something different for you guys and give you some cool other types of content, but I don't know, like, just let me know what you guys are looking for and I can help you out. Awesome, TC. So yeah, so I'm going to try to do these like weekly for about 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes, you know, back to like how I used to do them once a week, but I figure maybe I can catch people who've never, you know, who weren't able to catch me on. So we're just going to do daily during the week, Monday through Friday, around this time, 3, 4, 5 p.m. Eastern. Today, a little late because I was kind of cleaning up the shop here and just kind of, you know, getting organized. So yeah, for all you newbies, how many newbies tuning in for the first time? Just type in the chat, newbie. I know I recognize a couple of faces in here, a couple of names. Hold on one second. So correcting fisheye or wrinkling problems. So unfortunately, like if you are spraying and you already have fisheye and it's showing up pretty bad, there's no real correcting it during the process. I mean, you could try to let your clear coat dry and then mist it. If it's concentrated in one area, then you can try to let that clear coat pretty much set up pretty good, and then dust it with some more clear coat, like lightly, and then kind of like eventually like flow it on heavier and heavier and see if you can bury the fisheye. But most times fisheye, man, they're pretty stubborn. Fisheye is stubborn. Once you have it, like it's gonna be hard to cover. So you're gonna have to let that clear dry, and then sand it out. You might have to reprime those areas or even fill them with glaze, and then um, reshoot them with base coat, clear coat. It depends if you have some fisheye or wrinkling in your base coat. I'm not sure if you're talking about base coat or clear coat. Where does plastic heading oxide grit start to remove yellow? Are you talking about removing the yellow tinge off of clear coat or headlights? Is that what you're talking about? Base coat. Okay, so if you're trying to get rid of base coat is easier because you don't have your clear on it. So if it's base coat and you're getting that issue, just let it dry. You could try to sand it out with maybe 600, 800 grit wet. Just use because if you're using a dry sandpaper on base coat, it tends to cake it up really easily, and your sandpaper just gets caked up. If you use a little bit of water, okay, it's easier sanding out. You go very lightly. You can use your hands and kind of get it out. Try to get it out as much as possible. Wipe it down. Don't use any wax and grease remover or anything, because the wax and grease remover is going to melt your base coat. Okay, you're going to end up making it worse. You're going to melt it. And then just basically get your spray gun, put a light mist on it. And I share this in a lot of my videos on like, because in the VIP course, I do have a good amount of videos where screw ups happen, and I record the process and I show you how to fix them. So the idea is to basically lightly mist. I got thinner in here, so if I squeeze it, I got nothing coming out. Lightly use a lot of airflow coming out, and you lightly mist the base coat on those areas, and you just keep blowing the air on it, and then you mist it. You keep blowing the air on it, and you mist it to cover the imperfected areas. And once it's covered, then you can go a little bit heavier and work it out that way, and that pretty much works. Okay, and it's best to catch these issues during base coat. And if wrinkling, same thing. You're just gonna have to sand it out. I mean, the reason why that happens is because the area is pretty much not clean. You got something's on it, and that's why it's wrinkling, and that's why you're getting fisheye. So hopefully that helps. So for all you newbies tuning in, we're doing auto body Q&A. If you have any questions at auto body stuck during a process, type it in the chat. Let me know. Don't forget to like the video and share and subscribe, all that stuff, guys. Any other questions? What kind of projects are you guys working on? It's actually a nice day here. It's been nice out. I actually have to paint. I'm going to be painting a wall, not with automotive paints, just with house paint right after this stream here. Any other questions, guys? So yeah, I just wanted to cover the main sandpaper grits, go over that with you guys. If we don't have any questions, too many, I'm going to cut this thing short, and I'll see you back on Monday, my time. It's pretty much Friday right now. Arthur Chapman, what's going on, bro? What are you working on? Let me know. We'll be doing these daily during the week, Monday through Friday. Hopefully, so I might miss a day, but I'm going to try to go hard every single day and get this thing, rolling again. Going to be doing a club golf cart soon. Body will be off the cart. Awesome. That's a fun project right there, man. I always wanted to do a custom golf cart. I never got to doing it yet. Maybe soon in the future. We'll see. Oh, for all you newbies just tuning in, also don't forget to check out learnautobodyandpaint.com and grab your free auto body guide. And we also have a bunch of free videos and so many things at learnautobodyandpaint.com for you guys. So just click the link here and Oh shit. I don't know if that's the correct. Guys, is this link clickable? Let me know if this link is clickable. This one might be better. Try click the link. If you're brand new, get the free training. We got videos, and then I'll invite you to check out the VIP course. We have some VIP members in here. If you guys can let me know how much you enjoyed or like VIP, that would be awesome. Hey bro, I just bought a Bel Air compressor, same as yours. Really appreciate your videos, bro. Awesome, KM. That's great. So that Bel Air compressor was when I was back in Texas a few years ago. And I actually ended up selling that because I moved back to Hawaii a few years ago. So I sold that, and then I ended up getting what is this? I picked this one up at Lowe's. I don't even know what it's a cobalt, but I mean they're pretty much all the same. Links are clickable. Thank you, Dan. Appreciate it. Okay, let's see. Ken, keep me posted on that, man. You should put some flames on that thing. I'm going to write my question now that you're on again. Thanks for next time. Thank you. Okay. Hey, Tony, metallic silver is really hard to paint. I painted a panel and I saw sand scratches before I painted sand at 600. Should I use a finer? No, you pretty much didn't put enough paint on it. So if you have sand scratches showing through 400 or 600 grit, you didn't put enough base coat on it. Maybe your paint was too thin. Okay, don't be afraid to lay on your base coat, guys. A lot of people, like when I see them paint, you know, especially newbies, they don't put enough paint on. So sand scratches is because you don't have enough paint. Okay, 600 grit is perfect where you want to be at for painting. 400 and 600 grit. Okay, maybe you were sanding with a coarser grit before that. I'm not sure, during your bodywork process, and maybe while you were finishing off with 600, you didn't cut down that coarser grit. That's a possibility. And then maybe your fine metallics are kind of got hung up in there, and that's why you've seen that. But if you put enough base coat on it, it'll fill it all up. Okay, and make sure if you're spraying silvers that you crisscross your fan pattern. So if you're going over a hood, you know, on my last coat, I like to go the other way, you know, and do like a drop coat. Increase your air pressure to, you know, 28, 29 PSI. Make sure your fan pattern is wide open. Pull it up a little bit, and then you just dust it quickly. See how it looks. If it looks good, then you clear coat it. My whole compressor setup is from your advice 4 years ago. Oh, that's awesome, bro. So yeah, my compressor right now is just this little thing here. I mean, it's not little. It's a 60-gallon. Pretty much this is what we look like. Super simple. Yeah, I painted this sucker with a candy fade. This thing's pretty cool. So yeah, any other questions, guys? I'll take a last question or two. Sanding prep for rims. So pretty much if you have painted rims, same process. You're going to be sanding it down with 400 to 600 grit, get it smooth, do your base coat, clear coat. Pretty easy. Chrome bumpers, I like to sand them with 80 grit. You don't have to take the chrome off, but you just scratch them up really well with 80 grit. And then I like to 2K prime them and then finish them off with 400 and then base coat, clear coat. That's how you do chrome to paint. Hopefully that answers your questions, guys. You guys liking this so far? Let me know. Don't forget to click the like button below, bros. Okay, it's going to be all in one color. Don't want to tackle flames or anything like that. I may try House of Color, Candy Apple Red, or Brandy Wine. Good choice. I actually have those two candies right over here. Check it out. Brandy Wine. House of Color Brandy Wine. This is it. So this is a nice candy. I do have Apple Red as well. I got Magenta. Magenta is a real nice one. So this is your basic urethane candy. And this is your concentrate. You can also mix this concentrate right into your clear coat instead of using a candy carrier. It's cheaper that way. So if you want to just buy this, you can get a little pint of candy. This is a hack. This is a hack, guys. You don't have to go crazy and spend extra money because House of Color is expensive. You could just go get one of these, probably like 50, 60 bucks. Okay, this is more than enough. I would put half of this in like a half a gallon of clear coat, and that's basically your candy. And then however you could just go however many coats you want, to see the intensity, the darkness of the candy that you want. And then you go 2 more coats of clear on top of it, or you could even just go 1 more clear coat on top of it, just plain clear coat. So you can use a clear coat as your candy carrier if you're using the concentrate. Works beautiful, and it's a cheaper way. And it's easier. I think it's easier spraying this than going with a urethane. This, if you fuck up, it's pretty bad. Are these lives going to stay on? Yeah, these lives are going to be on the replay on the channel. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. You can always go back and rewatch them. And for OEM paint, what brand do you recommend? I like to have all of my paints mixed through Shopline. So I like PPG Shopline. You could use DuPont. Hello, Tony. Do I have to etch primer after I prime for base coat? Do I have to etch primer after I prime for base coat? So after base coat, you're saying you want to put etch primer before it or after it? I don't know what you mean, bro. What's up, Rich Will? What's up? What's up? Yep, these lives are going to be replayed. So again, for all you newbies just tuning in, click the link below. Go to learnautobodyandpaint.com. Get the free training and the free guide. And there's also an invite and a special offer to check out the VIP area at learnautobodyandpaint.com. So don't forget to go to learnautobodyandpaint.com. I'll take one more question and then I'll see you guys on Monday. Thanks for tuning in, guys. If you want to master and dominate auto body, this is the place you want to be. I've been teaching this since 2011 on YouTube here. Been in and out. I did it hard for many years, but just been a little bit busy, but I'm back. You know, this is my passion. I'm going to be painting a spoiler for my stepfather's car very shortly. We're going to be doing like an Italian decal kit and spoiler. We already got the car tinted. Cool little Fiat 500 he got at a score, 6,500 bucks. Thing has 4,300 miles on it. 2015 Fiat 500. He thought it was a cool little thing to run around town with, and he likes it. So we're going to be putting a custom spoiler on it, trunk spoiler, painted the Italian color, and I got some Italian graphics for the side. We're going to be doing all that and more in the coming weeks ahead. And again, check out VIP. There's a lot of information in there. I'm sorry, I said after I prime, do I have to etch prime before base? No, you don't even need etch primer. So you basically get your body work done, do whatever you're doing, 2K primer, sand it down, and put your base coat on it. And guys, don't forget to go to learnautobodyandpaint.com, guys, and get this free training here. Right here. Links are clickable. Get the free guide, and then check out VIP. A lot of cool things coming down the pipeline. And if you have any ideas or topics, type them down below so I can come up next time with a certain topic. So what I want to do is come on, do 10 minutes of like a main topic or a little less maybe, and then we'll do like 15, 20 minutes of auto body Q&A, and then you're on your way. All right, guys, thank you for tuning in. Using epoxy primer as a sealer. No, you don't have to use epoxy primer as a sealer. If you want to use a sealer, I would just get the Nason 1K sealer. Easier. Do I have any left over? I'm pretty sure I have some. Nason 1K sealer. Did I use it all? I love that stuff. If you can get the Nason 1K sealer, it's a 1-part sealer. You just mix it up and you spray it. I have it. It's up there somewhere. But we talk about all that and more in VIP. It's up there somewhere. I don't see it. But yeah. Um, Rust topic. Some of us live in the Rust Belt. Okay. 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 Good one. Like how to get rid of rust or how to repair rust. We'll figure it out. We'll do a rust topic one. The problem is I haven't been working on a lot of rusted vehicles, so I don't have examples to share with you. Yeah. All right, guys. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I hope all is well. Have a great weekend. I'm about to get some other work done, but yeah, don't forget to check out learnautobodyandpaint.com, guys. Get the free guides. It's Tony here hanging out with you. Have a good one, and it's nice to see everybody here. Peace out, guys. Thank you. Talk to you later. Oh, we are going to be doing some spray gun giveaways as well. I do have some spray guns available I want to give away, and also some gun buds that I want to give away. So if you want to get on a better game painting, don't forget to check out the gun bud light system. Pretty really cool product. I pretty much don't spray without these anymore. Lights up your area, especially if you're DIY guys and you're spraying in a darker garage, or you don't want to go crazy setting up lights all over. You don't have a spray booth with lights all over. It makes it so much easier because you can see exactly what you're doing. All right, guys, peace out. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next week Monday about the same time. Have a good weekend, guys. Peace.